A national fraternity says it has removed one of its members for racist actions at the University of Mississippi. Viral video shows a man appearing to make monkey noises and gestures at a black woman as she joined a group to protest the Israel-Hamas war. Officials call the students' actions anti-ethical to the values of the Phi Delta Theta and the Mississippi Alpha chapter. Nobody was arrested during this demonstration where hecklers vastly outnumbered the protesters. Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us now.
I mean, after looking at that, Khalif, I mean, what can you really say? How should the school react?
Well, the ball's in their court. First of all, after watching that, the very first thing I did was sat my 4 kids down and allowed them to watch that so they can see it right now. And this is what's happening. My son is, 2 years away from going to college. I got some that are extremely young, but I wanted them to see it. The ball's in the school's hand. The chancellor came out and said something already, I think, that's walking in the right direction, that we don't stand for this. We have a challenging history. We have to confront our past and be able to recognize that we are a modern day school that has to deal with issues that are still reminiscent from the past. I commend them for those comments. If we're applauding the folks that are doing things in New York and other places across the country in terms of ensuring that Jewish students are protected, you want to do the exact same things when other folks are feeling like they're not protected, even when you may disagree with the content of what they're saying.
Yeah, and the school is investigating. They've opened up a formal investigation into this, and the students have been kicked out of the fraternity as well. But also, Georgia Congressman Mike Collins said students on the campus were taking care of business. What does that say? It
says that we have a problem as a country and we're getting further and further divided. But I could say I agree with him if he's talking about the storied history and past of Ole Miss, because they have a past that is not something that we can forget. James Meredith, an individual that was attempting to attend school there, was denied. He had to go all the way to the Supreme Court to be able to attend college there in 1960s. And what happened? 24-hour guards walking him on to school, getting heckled the exact same way that these individuals were getting heckled today. And so what it shows me is that if you fail to remember history, you will be doomed to repeat it. That saying is still consistent, that we have a number of individuals that may not have been born during that time and may not have remembered that there was a James Meredith that came, first African-American to attend that school. He had to fight through a lot of hurdles. So when you get rid of DEI programs and you get rid of programs that are centered to ensure that we have culture and diversity across academia, this is what happens. You have individuals that act like that didn't happen in the past, where individuals couldn't even be accepted on that campus.
I did want to be able to point out in the video, I'm not quite sure if you're able to see there, but the officers were around the African-American woman and she was holding her phone up. So it definitely looked like there was some taunting that was going on there. I'm also interested in terms of you being a father and teaching your children, how do you teach this? How do you parent this? How do you say, after seeing this, and we're freezing it right here on the frame where he is making that face of and making those noises of gestures of being a monkey?
It's extremely difficult. I mean, my 9-year-old really couldn't understand and grasp what was happening. My 10-year-old got it instantly. My 13-year-old actually asked me today, can you send me the video? I want to look at it again. And so it was an up and down approach. But what I can tell you is it's a teaching moment. And hopefully that kid's parents is teaching him. When you get in that moment, energy is arriving up. I'm not making excuses for him, but I can recognize that he was outside of where he wanted to be, and those same faces that you see there, you saw them in the 60s, you saw them in the 50s, and it's problematic of something that, as a country, we're better than that.
Khalif Rhodes, we appreciate it.